Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews.
I'm Jason.
I'm
Freya.
Freya. That's Amy. And we're all confused here. And thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. As we've said before, this is our family channel. We're just having fun. We just want to bring you guys books, bring you guys authors, things that are just fun to read. So please support us. We'd really appreciate it.
We're just happy to be here.
And we're going to do the videos no matter what. So today I want to talk about an author and a book that we haven't talked about before. As always, I'll break it into 4 sections: the world, the characters, the plot, and the writing style. So I want to talk about Highway Hero by Jack Bryce. Now I'll get to the character in just a second. So the world is our world in the future. This is very similar to a system apocalypse type of book. Only this time this apocalypse that occurs are asteroids. Asteroids or meteors or, you know, something.
Fire, rains,
big,
and
doom. Big rocks go boom.
Big bada boom.
Yeah, big rocks go bada boom. And,
but you don't understand that joke, you're too young to be here.
It's not just a litRPG book, although the character does end up with a character screen and stuff like that. But it is also a cultivation book. So if you like what are they called, the Wuzia or Xianxia cultivation novels, I'm actually reading Immortal Family right now, which is book 5 or book 6. I really like the cultivation books, like Beware of Chicken.
Beware of Chicken is the shit.
So it's also a cultivation book, but this is our world after this apocalypse. Now it's about 50, 60 years after this apocalypse has occurred, and it mostly takes place in Wyoming, Colorado, but they're basically wastelands now. This is almost like it's almost like a Mad Max type of wasteland. There are some towns, but they are controlled by the bad guys. Basically, you end up with what they call the Pales and the Dusks, I want to say, and
so it's kind of like the Book of Eli.
They are basically, they're monsters. They're monsters. They're almost vampiric monsters in some ways. They have what they call a death moon that occurs once a month, where the Dusks, I believe they're called, are because they're basically zombies in a way. The Pales are the smart ones. They have cities and towns and stuff like that. But once a month, the Pales lead the Dusks into basically cullings out in the wastelands, and they kill people. They go and kill people. So what does exist, except for a few small settlements that have managed to build up enough strength amongst themselves to defend themselves, what mostly exists are traveling bands. They're basically like the one that shows up in this book is a biker gang, but they also have truck gangs, and they're basically gangs. Some of them are absolutely raiders and criminal gangs.
1%ers?
Yes, and others of them are just bands that banded together for survival. Now, I said this is a cultivation novel as well. They have legendary humans, I suppose, that are called, I think they call them paragons, that can cultivate like the Pales can. And they can gain strength, they have their meridians, and they can take in energy. So the main character, Cole, was a factory worker, refinery worker, that died thought he got hit by a damn meteor, but he wakes up 50 years later in a mass grave.
That's a hell of a coma.
Yeah, in a mass grave, and manages to team up with the daughter of the founder of one gang. They call themselves the 8 Nomads Brotherhood. 8 Nomads Brotherhood, or 8 Brothers Nomad. Anyway, something or other. They're basically a biker gang, although they have RVs and stuff like that. And they travel around just trying to survive. But the gang is and now I'm going to get into the plot here a little bit. Cole does find out he is a paragon. He is able to cultivate. Now he also discovers that his method of replenishing his mana is to basically leech it out of monsters or leech it out of other people, out of people he has killed. Leeches. That's what you got, the Pale and the leeches. So he keeps that to himself because he doesn't want to be compared. He doesn't want people to think he's one of the monsters. And the main plot kind of revolves around, he allies with one member of the group that she's on like their ruling council in a way. Her father or grandfather had founded the group, the gang. But it's kind of been taken over by a later member that joined that's a pretty evil son of a bitch. So that's the majority of the plot there deals with Cole trying to rescue his friend that you know, saved him and has started teaching him about this world. Rescue her from the guy trying to take over the gang. That's kind of a murderous son of a bitch after he causes a whole bunch of them to get killed. While he's also allied with one of the other founding members. One that's right. There's Pales, Dusks, and Leeches. One of the other founding members is actually a Dusk. So basically it looks like a dark elf. And she is a cultivator, and she has a foresight ability, but she is one of the good guys, and was actually a founding member of this brotherhood. So he teams up with her, and he teams up with her a couple of times. And that's also where he discovers that that's one way of leveling up his cultivation. As she is teaching him how to cultivate, he discovers that he can dual cultivate. And actually increases his cultivation levels, increases his powers.
That's how I want to be able to cultivate.
Yes. Oh, I know what you want to cultivate. Hi, Fuzzy.
Puppies.
And but she actually teaches him how to cultivate, how to use his abilities, how to learn what his abilities are. And the first part, the first book, this book, Highway Hero, it's basically almost a slice of life in a way. He just learns more about himself, learns more about the society, this wasteland society, this post-apocalyptic society, and learns what he can do in his abilities and his strengths. And it is definitely primed to be a series. You can tell that it's left to where it can open up into further adventures of the group. So hopefully it does. This is the only one out so far. And as far as the writing style goes, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's gripping. I mean, I did not put this down. From when I started it, I did not put it down until I finished it. It was very, very gripping. He writes really well. Not a lot of snark. There's a little bit of snark, especially on the part of a couple of women. A couple of those women, whew, they got some biting wit. But not too much snark, but just enough. And we got a groany puppy. But mostly, again, slice of life and the interpersonal relations. And yeah, it's a fantastic book. So after you guys hit that like and subscribe button, go check out Highway Hero by Jack Bryce. Excellent book. Awesome book. So thank you everybody for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.